What's up guys, Sean back with another video, and since you guys love to drag me into Girl World or whatever, I'm gonna drag you all into the Cyraxx first, because this is where I spend most of my time, if I'm gonna be honest. I like the weird stuff on the internet. I usually find my way here. I think I've probably watched this guy for like 15 friggin' hours of my life has been spent on learning everything I can about this man. Which, at a glance, you're going to feel sorry for him at first, but once you hear the stuff that he's done or does, you'll change up your tune dramatically, because he's kind of vile. The stuff he does is just terrible. But let's check out Cyraxx and the Cyraxxverse. Let's give it a go.
Rage.
Marty, shut up! I have had enough of your antics!
Narcissism.
I figured I'd just come in, kick it with y'all, figured since I'm making it big time.
And a loose grasp on reality. Well, you get one of the most trolled locales in internet history. Hi, I'm the internet anarchist. I create weekly YouTube
People troll the hell out of him. There's like channels devoted strictly to trolling him.
documentaries, and today we'll be diving into the long and tragic story of Chance Wilkins, aka Cyraxx, an online personality whose enormous ego, vile tendencies, and lack of self-awareness brought on a never-ending wave of criticism and trolling from everyone on the internet. Cyraxx created his first YouTube channel, DJ Shadowblade, in 2009. On the channel, he would upload short music videos, anime montages, and footage.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's also a rapper, but I think he's in like his 30s or something now. I don't know. He lives with his grandmother, who he calls his mom because I guess she's raised him. But he was definitely dealt a bad hand in life. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't given the best starting hand, but it's up to you what you do with it from there, you know?
Of various activities like skateboarding or drumming. Cyraxx had a different persona back then, focusing more of the dream of being a professional musician, a dream that he felt like he would never achieve due to his appearance.
I'm 27 and I'm only 5'3". And when I was born with one kidney and 1.5 lungs. And growing up through school, I did get picked on. I got bullied way more than most. I got judged.
Fortunately for Cyraxx,
Yeah, so he definitely started out rough. I mean, if you're born with one friggin' kidney or whatever, I couldn't imagine what it would feel like just to grow up like that. And also, he's a little guy. I'm sure he got picked on for his appearance. I mean, they call him the Goblin on the internet. All the things say, don't feed the Goblin. Like, that's kind of the thing.
someone did try to see potential in him. In late 2012, a partial owner of Killer Cloud Sounds, Eric Scrubolo, decided to sign Cyraxx, which gave him the opportunity to try and make his music dreams a reality. An opportunity that he would proceed to waste by betraying the one person that believed in him. The relationship between the two.
That's kind of a theme with him. He's gonna friggin' stab you in the back. Like, no shot. If you're his friend, eventually he's gonna stab you in the back. That's what I've learned, at least in my research.
It would come to a bitter end in April of 2013, after Cyraxx had stolen over 10 songs from Eric, stole the name of his upcoming albums, and claimed he could do better.
Deuces, bro.
Deuces.
This was one of the first instances of Cyraxx showing his true colors. If he had the upper hand in any way, he'd make sure to abuse that power. Cyraxx did address the falling out by making an apology video with his then girlfriend, Heather.
Yeah, this guy goes through girlfriends like crazy. I don't know, he must got a friggin' hammer down there. Cause actually I know he doesn't, cause he flashes it at people all the time on the internet. So he ain't packing all that damn much. I don't know how he keeps getting all these women.
But would only go on to talk about throwing the label's dog tags in a lake, and never mentioned the fact that he stole from him.
Man, it's us. Listen, I know you're pretty upset about the whole dog tag thing and whatnot. Well, when we did the whole thing with the dog tags, it's because we were pissed off. We didn't know what the hell to do.
His rage is unfriggin' matched. Like, this guy goes on screaming fits and flips out. His grandma has to come down. I think she, like, drugs him. Like, she gives him some kind of medication, THC gummies, something. They try to knock him out, because he's a crazy man.
We were seriously just... We were only doing like my mom wanted us to do. She came up with the idea to throw him into the lake, and at the time it seemed like a good idea.
Oh my god. I hope to God they go over the Blind Billy saga. because you guys are going to figure out what he did with that bear trap of a mouth. It's crazy.
And honestly, we regret it, man.
Yeah, big time.
At the time, there weren't as many eyes on Cyraxx, so no one was there to hold him accountable. But that would completely change as the internet got to see just how vile Cyraxx acted when he wasn't on camera. On the 20th of March 2019, a creator by the name of Kendall Smith uploaded a video to her Facebook page calling Cyraxx out as a child P-word. Kendall had attempted to befriend Cyraxx.
This guy don't care. He don't discriminate with your age. You could be a 2-year-old, you're going to see this man's ding-a-ling. Like, no discrimination from him. Underage, don't matter. Age is just a number to Cyraxx.
On Facebook, but he misinterpreted it as someone being romantically interested in him. After Kendall rejected his advances, Cyraxx did a complete 180 and began threatening her. He found her address, contacted her landlord, and even harassed her on social media. Up until this
That's kind of vile. He's also a friggin' MMA fighter, if you could see that. That man's got hands. Don't mess with him. He'll go all Street Fighter on your ass.
point, only few people trolled Cyraxx and viewed him as just another wannabe musician that steals music and artwork. But this was about to change completely, as Cyraxx was about to explode in notoriety. Now that accusations of online misdeeds involving children and stalking were thrown into the mix, people began taking a closer look, and what they found was nothing short of disgusting.
Look at that. Channing Tatum, eat your friggin' heart out. This guy's got the moves.
Back in January of 2017, Cyraxx admitted to having conversations with an 11-year-old boy that he claimed was a fan.
Lady Ohio, he's 11 years old, he's an amazing kid, he's been listening to my stuff for a while now. So Nicholas, if you're watching this, buddy, welcome, man. I just want to
Damn, I missed this saga. I guess I'm not that well versed with this.
take the time to say welcome. I appreciate what you did, and I want y'all to see this. This is how amazing this kid is.
Even if he was just a fan, this proved that Cyraxx did indeed interact with minors on the platform, which made Kendall's warning ever more alarming. In a new deleted video, Cyraxx attempted to dismiss the accusations, and tried to frame Kendall as the one going after children. Projecting his own wrongdoings onto others was a common tactic Cyraxx used to deflect criticism, and
Yeah, this guy literally takes no accountability for anything ever. Like, it's never his fault. It's always someone else that made him do it. Like, he could literally shoot somebody and he's gonna say somebody else made him pull the trigger. Like, he's just crazy.
on the 4th of April 2019, Kendall decided to put an end to the drama by contacting law enforcement and completely cutting him off.
It's not the truth, because look how many videos you've made in the last hour. The FBI is watching, and this is petty and getting annoying. But the next video you make, I suggest you be careful who you post it to, because the government officials, the FBI's, are, how do I put this? They're really getting tired of this.
This proved ineffective, ultimately.
I know that the cops in his local city won't even take him friggin' serious anymore. They won't even take, like, a report. They'll come out and they'll be like, I forget what they call him. There's a number they call him for mentally unstable. They call him, like, a 50 or 50, something like that. I don't know. It's also kind of funny because it's this racing number with his, like, online Forza account or something.
Forcing her to fake her own death. Cyraxx continued to make videos about Kendall, but he would soon move on to a different target, as the allegations and ensuing drama attracted the attention of a creator that would make it his mission to expose Cyraxx. In October 2019, Music Biz Marty, or just Marty, began following Cyraxx.
Here we go. This man, I don't know, he's got to be in like his friggin' 60s, but he's devoted his life to ruining this man's life. Like, that's his thing. I mean, it's kind of warranted. This guy does a lot of vile things, but I think I would be doing something different with myself at that age. At least I hope I am.
Cyraxx's antics, and went on to form a rather strange relationship with Cyraxx. A significant portion of Marty's career is based on pranking or trolling Cyraxx, which can often be viewed as bullying, such as the numerous times that Marty tricked Cyraxx into believing that a record label was going to sign him, setting him up with a fake girlfriend, or even showing up to his home in Akron, Ohio.
And the lights are on. Is this what?
Could you imagine somebody that, like, trolls you on the internet just is outside your house? Granted, I think he told him to come here and catch these hands, but this man drove all the way there. I don't know how far it is, maybe an hour or two, I think. But he then just stands outside, and he's afraid to come out. He's friggin' 5'3". Like, he's a little guy. Like, he's... granted, his MMA skills are on point, but he's not going to come out to fight you.
Well, you want a chance?
That's how I want it.
I hope you feel like a big man. Hello. How are you?
Who are you?
This is actually Marty, Chance's friend. He invited me over here.
No, he didn't.
He definitely did. Hello, is that Ed? How's it going, Ed?
I hope he gets into it, but these two actually do fight at one point, and it's kind of friggin' hilarious because you like say I'm the king, I'm your daddy, something like that, and the guy's screaming like a friggin' schoolgirl. Like, it's ridiculous.
I don't know you.
No, not formally.
What are you doing?
Chance invited me over here.
Oh, yeah, right.
He did. I was hoping we could resolve things.
I don't believe that.
Well, go and ask him.
Despite the trolling, Marty has been able to uncover the more sinister side of Cyraxx, a side that would normally go unnoticed. Behind all the rage and arrogance, Cyraxx was the type of individual to prey on the innocent or naive. Marty, as well as other individuals,
Would you guys sleep in that room? That's like a friggin' dungeon. I'd be scared. Like, there definitely would be a snake crawling on you, a rat or something. You're definitely getting your willy bit by a rat at night if you sleep in that room.
recorded and documented several instances of Cyraxx messaging and sending minors indecent pictures and videos of himself. The allegations brought forward by Candle gained a lot of legitimacy, since our viewers had the opportunity to witness just how dangerous Cyraxx really was. Whenever he got caught red-handed, Cyraxx resorted to his usual tactic of shifting blame, projections, and raging at trolls.
Obviously, it's gross if you do that with a kid. I made one video on this before on the poop guy, the guy who was getting fiber pills and was there to like smoke meth with a 13-year-old. I got a friggin' warning for bullying. So that's why I'd never have touched that topic at all anymore. But this guy, he's just gross, man. He does all these things. He picks off scabs and eats them. Like, this guy is a literal goblin in real life. He's friggin' Golem in real life.
These people have had National Mafia pretend to be an 18-year-old female, send me a picture and then claim to be underage. These people have made up all kinds of screenshots and conversations and used my voice to create an AI voice clone of me to make...
Of course, there's an AI. It was never really him. This guy's unbelievable, man. I'm glad I could show you guys him because he really is like a trip. He's a joy to watch on the internet. Let's just say that. It's always something new.
You look like I was saying shit that I wasn't saying, and it's not right. It's fucking sickening what these people have done.
In the cases where that didn't work, Cyraxx turned to trying to make people feel sorry for him by playing as the victim. Unfortunately for Cyraxx, this would ultimately backfire, and end up unearthing a disturbing incidents that took place years before he'd even started YouTube. In one of his many attempts to manipulate viewers, Cyraxx claimed that he was assaulted during his time at high school.
Yes, they're going into the Blind Billy saga. You guys are going to learn what he did with that bear trap of a mouth. And I can't imagine what Blind Billy was going through. The trauma. That man is never the same, I guarantee it.
As I said, my entire life, I was bullied, I was picked on, I was beat up, I was degraded, I was...
Hungry for answers, one of the trolls pretending to be his online girlfriend asked him to elaborate on what really happened.
Yeah, like, unfortunately, when I was 16 and 17 years old, around that time period, I was actually raped by one of my best friends from high school. Now, at the time, I didn't know that he was gay. I had actually...
So, it's the other friggin' way around, but he always makes himself the victim, so in this case, he's saying what, like he did to that guy happened to him. Which is just friggin', like, totally nuts that you would come out and say that.
I met this kid, his name was Billy Seiler. We had gone to the same high school together, and me and him grew really, really close. We were super cool with each other, and at first, like, I didn't take him as gay. Like, I just took him as, you know, being, you know, that weird kid in high school that just...
I had a bisexual friend in high school. One time I woke up with him trying to spoon me. I said I needed 2 feet between my butt and his nuts, and then he scooted back.
like really strange and like an oddball kind of person.
Cyraxx claimed that it was expelled once school became aware of the incident, despite him being the quote victim. On the surface, it seemed as if Cyraxx was powerless in the situations, but the viewers weren't buying it. He stated that the expulsion was due to a 6-month age difference between them, but these claims fall apart when you realize that they were both minors at the time. Things get even worse when you take into account that Billy was legally blind. It didn't take long for Marty to find and get in touch with the blind Billy to hear his side of the story.
This was during the night that it happened. We were up.
So if you're going to be sensitive to this thing, I recommend you click off, because a lot of people just don't want to relive some kind of trauma, but this is crazy as hell that this happened.
In my room, it was late at night. I think I was searching for something, and the next thing I know is I'm in a doggy style position, and basically my pants and underwear come off, or at least down to the ankles.
Cyraxx had once again twisted the facts to gain sympathy from his viewers, but this time it didn't end well for him. He had assaulted someone who saw him as a friend and wanted people to feel sorry for him.
Oh, my name's already been cleared, dude.
I mean, if you'll do that to a friend, who won't you freaking do that to? That's why I said you're going to feel sorry for him at first, but then you'll kind of get it. Like, you'll understand why he gets so much shit, because he does stuff like that.
My name's been cleared for fucking years. For fucking years since it happened, my name got cleared. We spoke to the school, we spoke to the police. They know what Billy did. They know what Billy did. That's why they removed me from that school, because of what he...
Oh yeah, they removed him to protect him. It wasn't to protect the other guy who he did it to. They were protecting him by punishing him and removing him. Makes a lot of friggin' sense, right?
He did, so it didn't happen to me again. That's why they did what they did.
Throughout his life, Cyraxx had always tried to manipulate and take advantage of any and everyone he's ever come into contact with. This toxic pattern extends into his relationship with his family and the few friends he managed to make over time, individuals that he claims to love and protect. There's a long list of times when Cyraxx has been physically abusive to his so-called loved ones.
Oh yeah, this guy screams about protecting his family more than friggin' like Fast and the Furious. Like family, like he's Dominic Toretto in real life, just the Goblin version.
In February 2012, Cyraxx was arrested for strangling his grandmother and primary caretaker, Sally. Cyraxx claimed that he was blacked out during the incident, and luckily for him, Sally didn't press any charges. On the 4th of February 2020, Cyraxx went onto one of Marty's streams and revealed how toxic his relationship was with his then girlfriend Heather.
And they're not going to cover everything, but yeah, he strangled his mother, or grandmother, he calls her his mother, and he went to jail for it. Could you imagine doing that to your freaking grandmother? I couldn't. She'd probably kick my ass. That lady's crazy.
I can't even talk to her like a normal person.
What? Hush!
Hit me and I'll fucking knock your lights out.
Jamie, you're fucking like you're right there.
Violent? You need to go home, Heather.
I would not
come here.
I swear to
I'll
God.
have Heather come here. I'm done with this. I'm done with this, Cyraxx. I am done. I will pay for her to come here. I have 3 extra rooms here. She does not need to put up with this at all.
You
better back away from her right the fuck now.
Damn, I guarantee that this man's breath smells like a friggin' glory hole. Like, this is just gross. He doesn't bathe, he doesn't do anything. Like, he's vile as a human being. That's like with all his actions. Like, I'm definitely not trying to bully the guy, but look at what he's friggin' doing.
Fuck up.
Back the fuck away from her. She asked you to leave her alone. Back away from her.
Bitch, show up.
Back away from her.
Stop being a bitch. Show up.
Back away.
There have also been times when Cyraxx has cheated on his partner by sending inappropriate pictures to minors on the internet, but even with that being said, he wouldn't take any accountability for it and claimed one of his ex-girlfriends hacked his phone.
I want you.
So they're not going to show the scenes from like the live streams where he joins that guy who trolls him, and the second he starts trolling him, he just rips down his pants and starts jumping in the air to show his wiener. It's the funniest thing ever, because he thinks he'll get them terminated if he does that.
You guys know that she did go to jail. Tiffany did go to jail for hacking crimes. How much time she's serving, I don't know. Because I'm not there, so I can't really, say.
Many of the women that have been around Cyraxx were only there due to his reputation or seemingly promising record deal.
Yeah, I don't know what you need to get clout from the guy. Like, his channel gets deleted all the time. Why are you trying to get clout from him? Like, it's not very much. People are just there to pick at him and, like, try to expose the vile things he does in life.
This was the case with his second girlfriend Heather, who left her family when she thought Cyraxx was getting a record deal, a decision that she would later regret. Cyraxx has never once taken responsibility for his actions, and instead opts to play the victim card, a habit that he doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Currently, Cyraxx has never bothered to get a stable job, and claims
Man, they're not gonna show the Bender Boy Records part. That's so funny, because he puts on the sunglasses, he's like friggin' Keanu Reeves, and he's sitting there like, your boy just got signed, and it's friggin' hilarious.
it's due to people trolling him. This becomes hard to believe when you take into consideration that Marty has tried to get Cyraxx a job in the past. Cyraxx seems to prefer the status quo of his grandmother taking care, while he blames people on the internet for all of his problems. On the 13th of April 2023, Cyraxx tried to deflect criticism by blaming a troll and AI for the videos of his deplorable acts and current living conditions.
These people have made up all kinds of screenshots and conversations and used my voice to create an AI voice clone of me to make it look like I was saying shit that I wasn't saying, and it's not right.
This guy's so famous, he's got his own friggin' AI. Man, it must be wild to live in the Cyraxx-verse. I couldn't imagine.
It's fucking sickening what these people have done.
Cyraxx
They didn't cover like half of it, man. There's so much more funny stuff to go on with this guy. The fight with the Black Dragon guy, that was friggin' hilarious. I think he even argued with that King Cobra guy at one point. Like, they're yelling back and forth. It's friggin' hilarious. You now have met the most disgusting, like, vile man on the internet. Don't feed the goblin. Cyraxx, definitely check it out. He's friggin' wild. But alright guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.